Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a little bit different video. I know I usually do content with my 240 and the JZ swap and all that, but today we're going to be doing a video on the Caliber SRT4. So like the title of the video says, I bought a really cheap Caliber SRT4, and to be honest, I might have done a mistake because there's a lot of stuff that's wrong with it and that I gotta fix, and a lot of rust, which I'm not too happy about, but I got it for super cheap and it will make a great daily. So if you guys watched a couple videos ago, I made a video of me buying a CRV. I drove all the way to New York to buy it, and I drove it for a couple months, but to be honest, I got tired of it and I used to have a Caliber before, like a couple years ago, and I missed them. As a daily, you know, they're great, they sound good, they're kind of quick, they make like 280 horsepower, and they're just like little minivans, and I don't know, I like them. A lot of people hate on them, but I like them. I actually dropped it off at my brother's garage because my garage has my 240 on it, and I was gonna drop it at my mom's and work at it at my mom's, but I have no tools, so I was gonna have to bring all the tools from my house to my mom's to work on it. And my brother wasn't that far away from where I picked it up, and he has a pretty big garage. He can keep 3 cars, as I'll show you in a minute. You know, he has his Corvette, my Caliber, and then he has a Miata over there. So there's quite a cars in there, and he has all the tools that I need to work on it. Main things that I have to do: the head is apart, it skipped timings. They messed up the timing on it, so it been on the valve, so I got a fresh head and got the timing on it. So let me go inside because my brother's waiting for it, and so we can go ahead and close the garage. But yeah, I gotta do timing on it, and I gotta fix the subframe because they're known for the subframe to rust out. The owner gave me a new subframe, or the past owner gave me a new subframe and control arms. But first, I gotta put the head in it, do all the timing, and do everything just to make sure it works before I even start putting more money into it. So you can see he has his Corvette and stuff in here. But here's the Caliber. From, you know, doesn't look too terrible, but let me tell you guys, it's pretty rusty. I looked at it on the bottom, and after I had it on the trailer, I saw more of the bottom, and I was like, damn, I shouldn't have bought it. But from this angle, it doesn't look too terrible. It does have some rust in the doors. I believe the doors from like any Caliber, like now the SRT4, do fit this ones. So if that's the case, I can go ahead and find some other doors. And they're fairly cheap, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. But as you can see, there's some rust down here at the door. And around the rockers, it does have a little bit of rust. So both doors have rust. In here, as you can see. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys all the rust that it has. You know, I'm not gonna be here and lie because I got it for cheap. But see, got some rust on the bottom. The quarters look good. On the other side, it has the same spot of rust. And as you can see, the head is not in it. The block does look good. The walls look really good. I went ahead and sprayed some WD-40 on it because it's going to be open for a little bit until I get all the parts in, which will be in a couple of days. And to be honest, doing a head gasket wouldn't be too bad if I took it apart. But the thing is, like, I've never taken apart any of these motors, and this is the first time ever putting it together. So I know once I start putting it together, it's going to be like, oh, where does this bolt go? Or what goes here? What goes there? So it's definitely going to be a mission doing all that for the first time. But I mean, you know, gotta do it somehow, right? But I went ahead and I got all the timing stuff. The guy already did a timing. The guy already did a timing chain on the oil pump. So, but I don't want to drop the oil pan off just so I can make sure nothing fell, because right now it's hard to see, but so you can see straight through the oil pan. So I want to make sure that, you know, no bolts and nothing fell in the oil pan. So I will go ahead, take the oil pan off and regasket everything as well. So, you know, make sure we don't run into any issues with that. But other than that, I mean, it doesn't look pretty bad for the price. And then if I go to this side, this door does have a little dent here with the fender. The door doesn't have rust, but this door does have rust right here on the bottom. And it does have rust up here and on the bottom as well on the rockers. But I do know a lot of people are going to be asking me how much I paid for it. And the guy originally wanted $1,500 for it. So I was like, $1,500, you know, not bad. I was like, let's see how bad the rust is. If the rust is not bad, I can definitely go ahead and do it for $1,500. It wouldn't be an issue. But when I went to see it, and I was super excited to look at it, and I showed up there and I saw the rust, and I was like, damn, I don't know if I want it, because I already had sold my CRV. I actually sold the CRV the day off that I bought this as well. So I was looking at it for a while. I asked the guy how much he wants for it. He said $1,000, and I still was a little bit hesitant because $1,000, you know, it's pretty rusty. They do go for. So these calibers do go for like $4,000 to $8,000. I've seen some like over 10 grand, but this one, you know, of course, it has a lot of rust, the mileage, and it needs a head. $1,000, will seem like a good deal, but on the other day I can get one that's running and driving, probably for around $4,000. So I ended up talking to the guy and ended up getting it for $800. He just wanted it gone because he didn't want to put it together no more. And I guess he said he's racing his motorcycle. I guess he said that this year he's going to be racing his bike. So he's wanted the money for his bike, which I understand. I mean, working on a car and letting it sit for so long, it does, it sucks and you lose motivation. But the thing is today, the reason he didn't put it together sooner, because when he bought it, he took the head off because the guy had, I guess whoever did the timing fucked it up and skipped timing. So he took the head to the machine shop, and the head took 7 months to get done. So when I bought it, which was a couple days ago, he had just picked it up not too long ago from the machine shop. So here we have a fresh head with, I believe it said fresh valves, fresh springs, and valve seals as well. So this head is ready to go on the car. So I saved myself on getting a head done, and that's the only reason I did it, because if I had to do the head, I probably would have done it because it's more money that I have to, spend on it. But I ended up buying all the parts for it on Rock Auto that I need. I ended up buying like spark plugs, motor mounts, head gasket kit, timing kit. Ended up timing guides and timing tensioners. So I ended up buying literally everything to put it back together, just so see if it runs. And if it runs good, then I can go ahead and buy the rest of the stuff like brakes and all that. So far I bought it for $800. I spent $470 at Rock Auto, so that's $1,270. So if I can get it running for $200, then I'll be happy. And if it runs, then I can go ahead, take it to my house, and I have the lift in my house, so then I can go and do the subframe in my house and the control arms, buy some brakes, and probably spend another like $200-300 on brakes. And that should be all that I need to buy. Maybe that's all I need to buy just to get it running. And then, of course, if you know me, I modify every single car I get. So I'll definitely probably get some wheels and coilovers for this. As you can see, these wheels are pretty disgusting. I don't know if they're painted or plastic dip. They look super gross. And they're known to get all corroded. And these ones are definitely corroded. As you can see, it's just, they're terrible wheels. I like these wheels from factory when they're like nice condition and chrome. But right now they're terrible, to be honest. But yeah, so I know it's a lot of talking, but I just want to show you guys everything. Oh, and another thing that I didn't like, which I got it for cheaper because it doesn't have the seats no more, is because it doesn't have the SRT seats no more. It has some stock caliber seats, which are pretty ugly. So I'll have to go find some seats. The old caliber that I had, I actually did a raffle on it. And the guy who won is from Canada. It's like 8 hours from my house. So he said that I could have the seats because he's buying some different seats for like a couple $100. So I might go all the way to Canada with this thing once it's running just to get the seats. But yeah, there's a lot of work to do. There's a mess inside of this thing from all the parts that he took apart because, like I said, he put a new door. So this door, he got it and put it here, even though it's rusty. He got it because the other one was had a dent on it. But I believe he said the panel does not, well, actually it does match. So he's got to finish putting in the panel, which all the parts are there. And then, as you can see, everything's just so dirty and it's just gross. Like, it was just sitting in his garage for 7 months with the window down. So he got a lot of dust inside and it's just not the best. If you go to the back, you can see the back seat was kind of off. And then these are the parts for the engine. So luckily he put everything in little buckets. So it's gonna help me putting the motor together. We have all the cam caps labeled. We have all the lifters labeled. We have all the parts and bolts in little bins right here. So it will be a little bit easier to put this back together. The bolts are still on the valve cover. We have the radiator, the control arms. Everything's back here as well. But the one thing that I saw is that the trunk does not open because it's locked. So I had to go get a battery to unlock the trunk because a lot of the parts are in the trunk. And I forgot to bring a battery. So I'll definitely have to do that when I come to the timing. But yeah, it's just so much. Like, I look at it and I'm like, damn, I really don't want to put this thing together. But I think once I have the head on and start putting the manifolds and all that, I don't think it's gonna be that bad, to be honest. The thing I'm worried is that I've never done a timing on any 4 cylinders. I've done it on my VQ, which is a dual cam V6, which is probably way harder than this, and this is only 2 cams. So it'd probably be super simple to do the timing, but I'm just like overthinking it. So like I said, all the parts are coming in on Wednesday. Today is Tuesday, so tomorrow all the parts are coming in, but they're coming in late from UPS, so they probably won't be here till like 4 or 5 o'clock at night. So my plan is to come to my brother's on Thursday early in the morning, so I can have all day, like 12 hours to work on this thing. And my goal is here to put the timing together, the turbo, manifold, gasket everything, and then hopefully I can finish it so I can start it and make sure that it runs. Because right now the guy who bought it from, he never started running, so I'm not even sure if it's gonna be blown up or what. I don't think it's going to be, because like I said, the block looks really good, and I'm gonna be removing the oil pan and look at the bearings. But I really doubt it's gonna be blown up, because why would they, do the head if it's blown up? But you never know. Can't really trust people who you buy it from. Not saying that I trust it. Not saying that I don't trust the guy I bought it from, but he got it from somewhere else without running. So, it's just it's an ordeal. But yeah, keep in mind, $800. Once I finish it, I should be under $1,500. And for a running and driving caliber SRT4, $1,500. Yeah, I'm not including my labor, but that's me, that's my car. I work a car, so I'm not gonna include that. I'd say for $1,500, running and driving wouldn't be a bad deal. And if I want to sell, I could probably get like $3-4 grand for it. So, but I want to keep it for a while. I always sell cars. Like the CRV I bought, and I said I was gonna keep it forever, and I ended up selling it in 3 months. So, I've owned over 30 cars in the past like 7 years. So I can never keep a car, but yeah, this one I'm not gonna say how long I'm gonna keep it, because I probably will sell it by winter. But I do plan. I mean, as of right now, I don't have any plans on selling it. As of right now, I think it's gonna be a good daily. As long as it runs and everything works, I think it'll be a good daily. And the reason I got rid of my older one is because I have bought an Evo. So Evo, a caliber, is a big upgrade, and so that's the only reason I got rid of it. If not, I would have kept it, because I love that thing. But anyways, guys, I know I talked a lot in this video, but it was just showing you guys what I have and what I bought for $800. I will be recording everything on this, so the head gasket, the timing, getting it running, and just follow up on you guys just to let you guys know if it was worth the $800 I paid for it. So if you guys want to watch all that, make sure to click that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.